My final thoughts on the Real Me by Future would remain that this is definitely his most ambitious work this decade, where he's taking a lot of artistic risks in terms of the vocal texture and soundscape of the album, even though he could have just given you another good trap album with nothing new in it. And if I'm being real, yes, there are new ideas, yes, there is experimentation, but the overall project doesn't seem to be very coherent or consistent enough. A lot of the ideas and the vision that Pluto had with this album sounds unfinished. The tracklist is too long, having misses and fillers in it, and I could have understood if there were features on this project, but there aren't any, thus forcing Future to show up on each and every track, which he fails a lot to do on the Real Me. The extreme highs of this album are just good Future songs, whereas in every Future album, you do at least expect 2 to 3 absolute bangers. The world building is pretty poor, thus making the album sound more like a mixtape, which I do never expect from a solo album after 4 years since his last one in I Never Liked You. The subject matter is scattered, with us getting a bit of introspection and of course a lot of flex rap, which is the essence of trap music. Overall, I do say this is a basic attempt for trying something new from an artistic standpoint and see what works, but at the end of the day, the Real Me stands nowhere close to a I Never Liked You, We Don't Trust You, High of Life, or even a mixtape Pluto, thus making it his worst solo project in the 2020s. Now then, here are my top 10 songs of the Real Me by Future. At number 1 is Money Over Everything. At number 2 comes 1-2. At number 3 is Trench Coat, and at number 4 is Konichiwa. At number 5 is Kick, and at number 6 is California Girls. At number 7 is Cast a Spell, and at number 8 is No Misery. At number 9 is Off the Hinge, and finally at number 10 is Feeling I Give. Now the moment everybody's been waiting for, I will rate the Real Me by Future a 5.1 out of 10.